Hello YouTube, this is Skip coming to you live straight out of Real Hot 6 Aquatic Kennels. Today is Saturday, January 12th, 2013. And today is the big day. I'm about to ship Dogman Pyro Trimax out. You guys know Dogman on YouTube. My main man Shard, aka Dogman. And right before you is a box. The box that I'm going to ship it in. And you would notice on this box it has live tropical fish, keep warm, handle with care. This side up. Now the box is open, that's why you see the lid is open, so that's why it may appear to be upside down. But this live tropical fish is all over the box. It's a whole wrap on the box. And I usually order these boxes and ship my fish out in. But sometimes I don't need a box this big. And I don't see a lot of small boxes with this already on it. And sometimes some of us just don't have the contacts or connection or access to these type of boxes. So we have to use like regular UPS boxes or FedEx boxes. So I would suggest to you guys who have to use those type of boxes to go to your computer, go to Microsoft Word or whatever application you may have on your computer, and go to your local Office Depot or Staples or whatever store you may have and order you some Avery labels and adhesive paper. Now with that, you can go to your Microsoft Word, type in cichlids, live fish, or what have you, cut and paste pictures on like you see right before you, and then you can take the adhesive off the back and place these on your box. Because I know sometimes some people may use a magic marker or something like that to write on the box, but not only does that look tacky, that can also be dangerous because people really don't pay mind to marked up boxes. They don't really pay mind to what you're actually writing on the box. But if you have it on a label 8x11 size print paper and you put it all the way around your box, then more than likely that'll catch someone's eye. Now, that makes a difference, people. I know a lot of people don't think it does because they say, well, people are going to kick the box around and leave it on the loading dock or whatever in the cold anyway. But at least you may catch the eye of someone that's a responsible person that works in that location. And they may treat your box with care because they need to handle these boxes with care, people. These are live fish in here. They're tropical fish. And like I said, it's January 12th, 2013, and it is cold. It is like 34 degrees out here. It's supposed to warm up to 60 today, the mid 60s. And tomorrow it's supposed to get up to like close to 70. And Monday stay in the 60s. And that's the reason why I'm shipping this fish out to Shard. Because he's been waiting on his pyro for a long time, and this is the only time I see, or the only opportunity that we're going to have 3 days straight. The highs may be in the 60s. So that gives me a better chance of getting this fish to him alive. Now also, what's going to give me a better chance to get his fish to him alive is the way I pack this box. And that's why I'm doing this video, people. I'm doing this video to show you guys how I prepare boxes in the winter time. I don't like shipping in the winter time, but if I have to, I will, and if I will, I'm going to do it right. So here's what I do. I prepare my box like so. I place newspaper liner inside the box before I even place my cooler in the box. So my box is lined with newspaper, and then I have the cooler inside as well. This is my cooler top. This will come into play later, but I mean you can see it's a heat wrap taped on it, taped on the top. That's of course to keep heat in and to trap heat. But let's get right into the nitty gritty. Here's my 17 by 17 inch cooler that I'll be using. I'll be placing that in that box. And this cooler is like an inch thick. But even though it's a cooler and it's an inch thick, it's good insulation to protect your bag from getting damaged or punctured, but it's not good for actually trapping heat. Because the cooler is made to breathe. It's made to, you know, place stuff in, you know, to keep perishable items with ice protecting and things of that nature. But it's also made to breathe a little bit too as well. That's why you always see these little ridges on the cooler, these little holes. That's so it can breathe. and hold in. It'll trap in cool air, and it'll also let a little seep out. So what I like to do to counteract that is line my cooler up. Hold on, let me show you the commercial grade foil that I use. This is commercial grade foil that I line my coolers up. I already pre-lined it so you guys can have an idea what I do. And I line the whole bottom of the cooler up with commercial grade foil. Now, I also line it with newspaper. But in between the newspaper and commercial grade foil is what we call heat wraps. And what the heat wrap does is it heats up this section of the cooler. But it also warms up the commercial grade foil, which spreads throughout the cooler and warm every inch that this commercial grade foil is lined with. So what happens is the foil acts like a conductor, and the heat wrap is now maximizing its full potential by spreading throughout the cooler, not just in one area. But just in case that's not good enough, which is not for me, because I'm shipping out one of my world famous Pyro Trimax, and I want Rashad to get his Pyro Trimax and enjoy his Pyro Trimax, and the only way I can do that is to make sure it arrives to him alive and on time. So not only do I line my cooler up with the foil and the newspaper, I also have a 15-gallon plastic bag. And what this does is assure me that even if one of my other bags, somehow the fish puncture it or something and it leaks, I can trap that water inside this bag as well. So I have another barrier for the water have to get through before it seeps through the box. It has the cooler, it has the bag, and then the box. So I don't have to worry about when they throw the box around, if it starts leaking and it's wet, you know, the post office or any other place, they're gonna claim it's something dangerous in its chemicals, and they may have your box and quarantine it for weeks. And we don't want that to happen. So I use these 15-gallon bags as an insurance policy to trap water just in case one of the bags leak. But I double my bags anyway, or even triple them sometimes, depending on the size of the fish and aggression. But within my 20-gallon bag, I'm trying to make this as short as possible. I see I'm running on 7 minutes and 43 seconds. I line it with some more commercial grade foil. And as I said before, this commercial grade foil act like a conductor of heat. So if I place the heat wrap in the middle, like so, in the commercial grade foil, it will then warm this whole square footage of foil once the heat wrap makes contact with the foil. So then I place my bags of fish or my fish inside this bag, within the bag, close it up. And now if the box is shifting and the people are throwing your box around, no matter what, your fish still have proper heating because this whole pad is heated. So if it rolls around in here, the pad is heated. I'm going to have some paper in anyway so it won't roll too much. But the pad will still heat this area, this square footage. Because sometimes you can have a heat pad in a box with no foil in it. I can just put it in a regular bag and put it in here, place it in this, and that bag will roll on this side, but the heat pack on this side of the box. So now I'm not maximizing the potential of the heat pack. So this bag is actually a couple of degrees cooler than this side. So I want to make sure this whole bag is heated. So that's why I use the foil, people. And if you have any better ideas or any other suggestions, please comment on the bottom and let me know, and let the whole cichlid community know so that we can better ship our fish out. Now, Rashad probably is going to do like an unboxing video, and we're going to find out whether or not this technique I use was successful. And the last thing you want to do, people, is ship out a box. And this is risky because I'm shipping this out 2 days because he won't receive this package until Monday. And so it's very risky because he can open up this pack and the bag and the fish are not alive, and that don't look good for you or anybody else if you're shipping out fish. So you want to make sure you increase the chances of his fish arriving alive as much as possible. Now, it won't be fair if something happened to the box and it's delayed and he get it on Wednesday or something, or days later, and the fish. Now, of course, we got to take that in consideration. That's not fair. But if he does get it on Monday on time, you at least want that fish when he open up that box and unveil those fish that they're alive, because everybody on YouTube, whatever audience he have, is going to see that, and they're going to judge you by that. So I sort of like the unboxing videos, because the unboxing videos will prompt people to make sure and do the best they can in boxing fish up and shipping them out. That will make people do that, because you want to watch out for those type of things, because people will judge you. But it also can be unfair to some people, because sometimes a box will get lost or something like that. So you got to make sure you take in consideration how many days that the person is shipping the fish out. This is not going to be next day shipment. This is going to be 2-day shipment. So the risks are very high. So I'm going to make sure that I sort of minimize some of those risks by taking some steps to make sure Shad, aka Dogman, get his fish alive and well. Also, trying to make it short as possible. I'm not, well, I probably will. I'm going to show you one of the products that I use when I bag my fish up. And this is a product called Bag Buddies. And this is a product that I've been using for years to bag my fish up. It turns blue in the water. It sedates the fish a little bit. It keeps the fish from having to use a lot of energy, so it would not excrete urine or feces in your bag, which produces gases that can fill up your bag and kill your fish. The Bag Buddy reduces that tremendously, people. Also, if you would not feed your fish within 24 hours of shipping, that helps as well. Just want to throw that little tidbit in there too. And since I'm not going to do a video where I'm actually catching the fish live and placing them in the bag, I'll tell you how I pretty much bag them. I bag them where I double bag them, and I bag them where the edges are open, so the fish won't get caught up in the edges of the bag and suffocate and things of that nature, if they're small fish. But this fish got some size on them, so I really don't have to worry about that. But that's one of the things I do. This is a method that I use to bag my fish up in the wintertime. Have taken Shad's Pyrotrimex out of this tank, aka Dogman, and I just placed them in this bag. I'm about to ship them out today. As you can see, the way I bagged it, I put my Bag Buddies in there, my blue chemical. You can see the water is quite turning blue now. And the way I bag it, I double bagged it. You can see the edges on the outside and the round rim on the inside of the bag. That's so your fish won't get caught up in the corners of the bag and suffocate. Then I'll tie it at the top, tie it in a knot, put a rubber band over it, place some paper around it, so you know the fish won't be stressed out. It'll be nice and dark in there. And okay, YouTube, let me show you the finished product. Here's the bag that you saw before with the foil in the bottom of it. It's inside the cooler. The fish are in here wrapped up in all this paper. Here's the foil at the bottom. There's the heat pad, as you can see. Let's get on some lights so you can really see it real well. The bag. There's the heat pad on the foil. We got it. Put it back in here, the cooler. Got the top wrapped up. I'm about to wrap the rubber band up so it folds into a knot. Place his invoice. It's in the plastic paper protector. Put that in there. Place the top on there like so. Take this cool up. And that's it. I'm out.